Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Moon, and it's me, Sailor Neptune, and today we're going to talk about Sailor Moon Jacob has left YouTube again. And I think this will probably be, for good. Now, do I know the grounds to why he left YouTube the first time? Do I know the grounds to why he left YouTube the fourth time? But I don't know. The only grounds or sake or why he did, and only he knows, and he didn't tell anyone. So I can just make some guesses. But when he came back the last time, he was talking about how he wasn't going to be uploading a lot of stuff. And then he made some film. That was one of the films. The other film, he talked about how he had all these followers, and then he started losing them, or whatever was going on. And then one day he just, shut down again. So, and I know YouTube has this oversight that says you can only put out someone's name if you're going to work with them or something. But it's not like I'm ever going to work with any of the folks I ever gave shout outs to. Well, I never did. So, Sailor Moon Jacob has left YouTube for the last time. Whatever the ground, sake or why is his own business, And I know there's folks out there that, they get on you for doing this, but whatever. But I'm not. I'm just going to say whatever sake or why or ground is unknown to him. It might have to do with, him having a busy life, or, getting work or going to learn or something. Or it might have to do with him not knowing what films to make anymore, or not getting enough folks backing his work. There's all kinds of sake and why and grounds for it. You're right, Sailor Moon. At the end of the day, Sailor Moon Jacob choosing to leave YouTube again was his own business, just like it was the first time. And how did we even know about him? Well, to be honest with you, he reached out to us around this time last year and asked us to make a shout out film for him, which we did. And then he watched some of our films, we watched some of his films, and the films he made were truly good. I mean, he could do things that we could not do, since we only have a web shooter and we can't go anywhere because it's not a film shooter that you can carry with your hand or something. So he could do and go out and do things in films that we could not do, but we liked his films too. So we felt like we weren't the only one that was doing it at the time. Well, it looks like that it's back to only us again. Yeah. Well, another thing you never pointed out, Sailor Neptune, is need be he was getting haters. When we first started making our films, way back in 2008 YL, and all the other YouTube fairways we did going 23rd between YL, we were always getting hated on and picked on and bullied and whatever. So that could have been going on too. You never know. Which if it was sad. So Sailor Moon Jacob has left YouTube for the 2-4 time. Will he come back? I don't know. This might be he might be gone for good this time. So all we're gonna say is that Godspeed, Sailor Moon Jacob. We liked your films. We liked your shorts. Well, you did have some shorts. You didn't really do any live streams, but if you did, we would have liked those too. So anyway, it is what it is. Sailor Moon Jacob was the only other follower, the only other worker on YouTube besides us that did this. Well, you're right about that, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon Jacob will be missed. He was a follower of us. He made some really cool films, and some cool films and shorts and whatever you want to call them. He did all that cool stuff, and since he had since he had a film shooter, he could go out and film stuff and do it in a way that we could not do it since we only had a web shooter. But anyway, his films were still good, and we liked him, and we'll miss him. All right, that's all the time we got. If you like this film, follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Or watch the last film we made yesterday over here. I Sailor Moon, I Sailor Neptune. I'll see you tomorrow.